A crowd of women is gathering to get some gardening tips. Growing fresh produce isn't hard, and the benefits are enormous.
When they start coming out,
here in northern Ghana, Alberta, Akosa and her team are showing local women how best to create a backyard vegetable garden. The small organization started out as a social media project and soon gathered momentum, attracting a growing number of female followers.
We had seats at our office. We had some small garden tools. So we started advocating, putting on social media that if you want to a backyard garden, just contact us. And it was, honest, I don't know whether to use the word crazy. It was a crazy week for us.
Within a week, 700 volunteers signed up for the One Household, One Garden program. Many of them were women who had gotten out of the habit of gardening or whose husbands didn't want them working in a garden. But during the pandemic, food prices rose dramatically, and many people decided to go back to growing their own vegetables. It has an impact on the entire community.
Anytime we support women, we realize that there's a multiplication. We've, over the years, supported women farmers, women processors, women marketers, widows who are also into farming, pregnant women, and single mothers. And we realize that it's extended beyond their family to their communities, changing livelihoods and being an inspiration and serving as mentors even within their communities.
Once they complete training, the women are awarded seeds and a pair of rubber boots. They'll be going home to plant tomatoes, onions, and peppers. If their vegetable patches flourish, they'll even have enough produce to sell.
What I've learned here will benefit me a lot. I can make some money with what we've been trained to do. It will also help mothers feed their children after every harvest. This could be very good business for me.
In recent years, food prices have doubled, even at local markets. The coronavirus crisis has caused ongoing supply chain problems. Alberta Akosa is keen to make agriculture a more stable sector. She believes that a lot more locally grown produce could be sold at local markets. Ghana is a fertile country that's rich in resources.
It's quite expensive, and the fact that we are not even seeing anyone from Ghana, all is from Cote d'Ivoire. So, like, you are looking at transportation costs here and all that's going into it.
Now 41, Alberta Akosa heads the organization. She originally wanted to be a journalist. Now she's an activist traveling across the country with her team. In the last 5 years, they've trained up to some 26,000 women.
I was more into consultancy when I started my career. I ended up having a path which made me more fulfilled, and that is traveling across the country, dialoguing, dining with women farmers, with smallholder farmers, and seeing what I can do in my own small way to support.
Agriculture in Ghana is a struggling sector. A growing number of farmers are giving up. The driving principle behind Agrihouse Foundation is that cultivating vegetables should be profitable. The project also promotes healthy eating. It has the support of local governments.
And overall, it also raised the consciousness of people's awareness in seeking to make their environments cleaner by having those gardens. So it is a concept that, for me, is holistic in terms of getting the right nutrition, getting the environment clean, and more importantly, also generating people's interest in practicing agriculture at that level.
Alberta Akosa follows up on her training courses, visiting participants years later to see how they're getting on. The idea is that they plant gardens that are sustainable. They have to last longer than just one season. The experts give tips on how to get the most out of a small space.
I wish that I extend my garden to be able to feed some of my neighbors around, not only my family. Because if I have more, people around me can also benefit from it. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Sometimes Alberta Akosa inspires participants to start their own business. Many of the women who join the course have been unable to find work.
I started 2020 with 3 rabbits and scaled up to about 60 within a year. The future is very bright for rabbit farming, and I'm seeing myself in some few years to come with more cages, more breeding stock, providing for restaurants, hotels, and individuals.
The women learn new skills and hopefully start to earn an income too. But not everyone approves. Alberta Akosa and her team make a point of talking to participants' husbands and the village leaders to convince them that it's in everyone's interest.
Everything that we do, and we want to say we are very positive about this group, and we know that they will implement it. At the end of the day, we want to see them more empowered. We want them to be proud of themselves as women.
Seeing women learn to take pride in their achievements is what drives Akosa. Today, she's just shown over 100 women how to be more self-sufficient. Hopefully, besides their gardens, their self-confidence will blossom and flourish too.